Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Quake Live TV. I am Grease Scotsman, and we are about to get yet another, and actually the final, Quake Live CTF number 4 of the Anima Gaming Spring Series underway. And tonight we've got a series of teams. We've got the return of Cloud9 and Bloodface. We're actually going to start off with them. We've got Evil Geniuses on the docket. It looks like Speechless didn't quite show up, so I guess OMG gets by. And tonight we've got Smile and Random joining the fray. And it looks like we got a very full roster for Cloud9. We got Jones, Rafa, Deuce. Oh wow, Deuce is here. Hazard and Clock. That's fucking awesome. I miss Deuce. Awesome. Of course, Deuce won't be playing with 9. But anyway, we've got Draven, Demon, Batija, Gerpa, and Deuce, and Hazard for Bloodface. Over for Cloud9, we got Jones, Rafa, Clock, and 04. And Clock is talking some shit, saying there's no way he's even going to get the flag out of the box. Alright guys, that being said, we are going live right now. And this is our opening matchup of the final Spring Series Capture the Flag match before the grand finale, which is happening next week. And we've got the opening matchup of Cloud9 facing off against Bloodface. The rosters once more as we watch the initial encroachment of Batija, of Jones, Rafa, Clock, and 04. On the Bloodface side, we've got Demon, Draven, Batija, and Deuce. And Deuce, of course, is one of the most notable characters from QuakeCon 2008? Yeah. Really making some amazing plays, and definitely stuck out in the crowd. It was a lot of fun to watch. So we got quad damage spawning here for Rafa, and there was, you know, fairly early power-ups here. I'm going to actually watch Demon. People are asking why the 2 stars aren't in the lineup. Looks like they're favoring ping over skill. Could be interesting. Alrighty, so we got 04 defending and able to pick up the other quad, take it down, and keep the flag safely home. So, nice early defense by 9. Don't think they have really seen a whole lot of, you know, pressure they can't handle. I'm gonna hop over to Draven. One of my favorite characters to watch. He's got a double push here, and he actually jumps over one rock and eats another down to 17 health. He's gonna try to make an exit, and he's gonna get shot down by Jones. Bringing out the boomstick and getting it done. Down go both, and we are back to the typical goose egg, along with no flags touched. Rafa diving in. Let's watch him on O. We've been watching kind of the defense of the 9 base. This time we got Batija actually getting the flag, but dying shortly after. 04 able to get the rail done. But now he's going to face off, and it looks like one good rocket could put him in a lot of hurt, but they don't hit. And now Batija has his back turned. 04 is just going to laugh as he goes down in a pile of goo in front of him. So, yeah, again, a lot of pressure coming out, but we haven't really seen any major flag run. Nothing's gotten out of the box yet, as, of course, Clock was just leading 2 moments ago. We got some chatter going on. Spectators, Gerpa and Hazard talking about, you know, should have had Juvenile, but he apparently has a job, according to Gerpa. So here come the power-ups. First power-up's going to be on the blue side. Jones has it. We're going to watch the quad. Demon picks it up. I think quad's always more fun to watch. Now, coming in here without any armor, though... Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Yeah, no problem there because it's his own base. Derpader. But, yeah, I mean, since he pretty much spent half the quad on his own side of the map, yeah, he got one good kill out of it. We've got ID in, alright. Alright, what ID is talking with me about on spectator chat is that we have a really awesome event coming up. And it's a CTF draft put together by ID from Evil Geniuses and Cruz. Shit, what the hell is his CTF team? Anyway, what is it? Smile? Anyway, oh wow, great rockets coming out. Good lord. Great damage done, Batista goes down. Anyway, the CTF draft is happening this weekend at 3 p.m. on Sunday afternoon, and that's 3 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. We have the first flag run by Rafa, and he might be able to bring this thing home. 27 health as he gets some help from his teammates to clear a path. And oh my god, the one plasma ball, he has not capped it! What the hell? He ran behind it. He ran behind the flag and it did not cap. And the stray plasma ball killed him. He didn't pray hard enough, ID says. That's pretty funny. Wow, guys, we just saw an interesting little blooper. That's, surprising. Jesus took it away from him. Yeah. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Alright, we've got Deuce with the quad, and actually I'm going to go follow that because I think that's going to be more interesting than the boxy flag grabs. Rafa's going to try to get out again. We're going to switch over to that in just a second and see if Deuce can get any more kills with his quad. And there it is. He got the kill that mattered. Down goes Rafa. See if Deuce can take down the pressure. Clock is on the way out. Rocket jumps over Draven's first rocket and up and out. Can he make it through? No, he hasn't turned the corner, so Deuce will be able to get the return. But pretty close effort there. Right now we're seeing everything kind of one-sided in terms of getting that flag out to the center. And it's all about Cloud9. So I'm curious to see if Bloodface can try to return the favor and maybe bring it home. Yeah, that was definitely an interesting moment. I don't think I've ever seen someone walk behind the flag. I mean, it is possible. There's enough space back there, but you know, usually you stub your toe on the flag post and you end up capping. I think that's what Rafa was banking on. Jones falling back to the box as armor spawns. Let's go take a look at... we've got power-ups coming up. I'm going to see who's setting up for them. Looks like Rafa's going on a run. 0-4 gets one quad. But he's... oh, look at this. Pressure by 2. This is a really nice play here. And now we've got Draven and Demon. Players from Lowland Lions. Although there's one quad carrier not watching his ass, and down he will go. Jones will pick up the quad. Let's follow it a few more seconds. Nice rocket by Demon, though, popping Jones up and stealing all of his momentum. Fantastic stuff. Basically forcing him to use the remainder of that quad inside his own base. Jones just says, bye-bye, see ya, I'm going hunting. Draven's very weak here. He might be in a whole lot of shit. Let's follow him. Nice rocket jump, but look at this, a rail from Clock. And a rocket from Rafa will keep that flag home over to the other carrier. It's going to be Jones getting taken down by Batija, who is the HPP tonight. Nice little back and forth. But yeah, we still have yet to see any major push by Bloodface that gets them out and flying beyond the box. Most of everything has been Cloud9, and even their attempts, there's only been about 2 of them. They've been of any great effect. Rafa with 4 health. Draven with considerably more, but there's a rocket. from 0-4 to put him down. So flags returned. We are back to the old drawing board. Let's go once. Oh, the other carrier's down. Clock's going to try to get out, though. And he's just going straight for broke here. 51 health. And he's got some armor. He's up. This might be it. Rocket smashing himself down. And that is a cap, folks. It is 1-0. Cloud9 gets it done. With Clock with the impeccable timing. And Rafa's there to steal the red regen. Hit one rail. Oh, whiff the other. Hit the third, though. So we've got 0-4 now. Very nice. And Rafa rocking the pair of regens. Rafa, of course, using a great amount of pressure here. You can notice that the red defense never got a chance to set up again. So great work by Rafa. Even though he's eaten a lot of damage here, he might get a little help from his teammates. There they are, just in time. And he's about to bring this thing home for number 2. Great time for his buddies in blue to show up.
Excellent. You have the flag.
Rafa showing us that that first time was definitely a fluke. Of course, it would have been a lot more hilarious if he had died and the return had happened before he could actually get that cap.
Blue flag returned. Defense.
So yeah, as we recall, the first time we saw Bloodface, they did extremely well. And they actually made it to the semis. I think it took like the Evil Geniuses or something to take them out. And then in the next time we saw them, they kind of got their asses kicked by Speechless. Or no, that was, I guess, the most recent time we saw them before this. They got their asses kicked by Speechless. Either way, Draver's going to try to make his way out with the flag. But again, getting stopped inside the box. Jones with the rail, getting it done at 68% rail at the moment. 11 minutes into this first map. Let's watch 0-4, who has himself a 56% railgun. Deuce is rocking a 48%, despite his ping. And down goes Rafa, so the flag will probably be safe for a little bit longer. Let's go watch the quad. Of course, they should definitely have the word that he's coming in. That's the one great rail. Jones needs to hit one more. And wow, great. I'm sorry, 0-4, excuse me. Yeah, 0-4 getting the kill shot. Very nice. Clock gonna try it again. Get that score up to 3. The yellow armor is stolen away. He decides to just kill off Petija out of sheer rage and frustration. And let's see if he can make his way out. He hasn't been railed yet. Oh, there it is. Actually, the rail misses, and he's able to collect the 50 health. Gonna try another route. He goes across. Let's go back over to Clock. Great speed. No one's there in the center this time, so this might be cap number 3 indeed. Yeah, there is no one there to stop him. And I like the caution there as he turns the corner. You're not going to get blindsided by a pair of rockets. So, great work. That's cap number 3.
Impressive.
Once again, guys, as a test tonight, we're going to run this first matchup on Justin TV, and then we're going to switch over to Own3D for a comparison. Hopefully people who are having any issues will cease to have them if we make the switch. We'll see. I'm going to watch Rafa with a regen. A nice critical rail by Jones just before Petija leaves the box. Let's see how far he can get with 33 health. I'll hop over to the other carrier. But we do have both flags in play. Batista's going to defend himself there. And he's been able to use the resources inside the blue base to stack up nicely. And he's able to kill the carrier. Rafa goes down just before. And we see another sort of, I don't want to call it a blunder. I think it was just a better play by Batista. Let's head over to that carrier. There he is. And we see the flag get returned. But really nice play by Batista, holding his ground and getting the flag returned. And literally facing off against 3 and dying just seconds later. But either way, it all happened exactly how it needed to happen in order to keep that score line from creeping up even further.
Blue flag returned. Blue flag.
B&M's asking who Clock is. He's an old school player. Apparently he hacked at one point. I don't know if it was ever substantiated. Considering that there was someone like Adrenaline saying that he hacked, makes you wonder the validity of those statements. But you know, there are apparently some videos out there, or demos rather, of oh, we got the flag dropped and returned at it's at the stairway to heaven, if you will. But no dice.
5-minute warning.
Batista's not going to get very far this time. Let's head over to... let's go ahead and watch Deuce. I think that's good. We'll watch Deuce with the squad. Anyway, Clock, heavy TDM guy, for the most part, was part of, let's see, QuakeCon, shit. Was it? Oh wait, okay, I'm sorry, it was Deuce in 09, it was, God, 2008, I'm trying to remember, there was like this sort of mixed team that did pretty well. Alright, we got both flags in play here. Draven, waiting for the go. And he's on the way out, hasn't been railed yet. And he meets up with the other carrier. Their carrier goes down, both carriers down. It looks like Deuce is going to try to get it home. No, Clock is there to collect. And all dues have been paid. So we're back to a flag stand off here. We got 0-4 back in, keeping the pressure on, making sure the defense doesn't have a chance to stack back up. That being said, Demon outloaded a lot more damage than 0-4 pumped into to him, so Demon's actually in not terrible shape, and he'll be in better shape once these, there we go. Once these health spawn, and then of course the ones in the actual flag room will help, and then the armor's coming back up shortly. So, Demon should be in good shape before this next push. It'll be close, but we should see him coming around the corner in just a few seconds. It looks like they opted to go for power-ups. Clock has his own quad damage, but there's enough of an offset where we might start to see one team dominate both. I'm going to watch Clock's quad run. 0-4 is probably the most accomplished Quake 3 champion. Just in terms of sheer titles, the guy is ridiculously wealthy in first place finishes, championships and whatnot. He's traveled the world and done it all pretty much. We got a flag in play. Let's see if I can get over to it. There we go. Clock. And there it is, bringing it home for number 4.
Impressive.
0-4 is, I think most people would call him kind of the Quake 3 master. With Quake Live, in Duel, he doesn't quite have the same stature, I would say. But that's, you know, the movement's a little bit different and whatnot, but, oh, nice little hold up there, almost a handoff, but kind of unintentional. But then again, you know, he has sort of been Rafa's mentor And of course, Rafa's been the guy that's been running around winning back-to-back championships, the first ever back-to-back champion of the Intel Extreme Masters, so on and so forth. So, and actually, we're getting a chance to see Rafa in action here. Not able to dodge all the plasma flood, but he does pretty well to take down two guys. He just can't take out the third. So, really solid play there, even though the flag was returned. But yeah, 0-4 is pretty much the champion of champions in my mind. We've seen a lot of the old schoolers come back. You know, CZM has also kind of tossed his hand back into Quake Live, and has done quite well. But I think 0-4 has probably done the best out of the North American old schoolers. Of course, Europeans, they've never seen a drop off of Cooler or Cypher. They're still in it and always have been. But on the American side of things, yeah, it really was kind of the old crowd. They kind of went away. Rafa's about to get yet another cap here. So it's been really fun to see 0-4 come back, and when he first started out, he actually did struggle a little bit in Quake Live. I mean, he beat, you know, most people you'd expect him to beat, but the movement differences and so on and so forth, you know, really meant that he kind of had to relearn Quake Live. Nice 5-0 score. The Cloud9 have definitely bloodied the face of Bloodface. So we're going to go off to the second map, which is Troubled Waters, where Jones will just pull out his rail and kick ass. So I'm letting him know that we are all set, and hopefully we'll get F3s out of Deuce. And we'll be rocking. There it is. Very nice. Let's check one thing real quick, guys. And, okay, cool. Oh, back here, Quake Live. There we go. Alrighty, we are live in the second map. Bloodface against Cloud9. We switched over to a different stream provider. Hopefully it's going to help out more people. And Draven off the spawn, getting the first red armor, but only 6 health as he tries to make his way over to the blue base. And I'm really surprised we didn't find somebody ready there to shoot some MG bullets into Draven's face. He is able to collect a shotgun, so he's not completely defenseless here. Let's see how he does. Humming is still there? That might just be my computer. My microphone is extremely good. And it literally picks up everything. You know, a flea could fart and you'd hear it with this thing. I love it. Anyway, that being said... Oh, where's the broadcast feed? I don't know about that.
2 hits. Impressive. 2 frags in 2 seconds.
Huh, I don't know anything about a beep that would be going on. Yeah, there aren't any tornadoes in this area, as far as I know.
You have the flag.
Alright, we got the jump failed by Gerpa, so he won't be leaving this flag room. Both flags have been returned.
Blue flag returned.
I'm going to see how Demon sets up on D here. He's usually quite strong. Gerpa going to run right into Clock. Clock's just sitting there waiting for him. Here's Jones. Yeah, we might switch off and just watch Jones in the middle for a minute. Because we're going to see a lot of flag touches. This is one thing I do love about watching non-US CTF2 play, is you usually see a lot more flag touches. Actually, looks like we got Deuce in the center playing the role of Rail Whore for Bloodface. He's currently getting denied, though. Let's see if he can survive this one. There he goes. Nope. It's actually Rafa pulling the trigger over here. But he can't get Draven down. There he goes. Nice. And Gerpa goes down. Very nice railing by Rafa. Oh, does he say it like Deus? You would know. Yeah, I guess I picked that up from QuakeCon 2008. So, yeah, I'll say Deus. how did I get into broadcasting? Well, let me follow this flag run here. Actually, it's going to get cut down prematurely before its time. Jones, of course, still in the center, 48%. It's actually kind of a low railgun accuracy for him. I got my start broadcasting something called Enemy Territory Quake Wars, which was a game by Splash Damage. Splash Damage, of course, is the group that did Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, which was an add-on to a game by id Software back in the day. See if Draven can get out of here. No, he will die a fiery death. But yeah, so Quake Wars was pretty awesome, and we broadcasted that for about a year. And at that time, the community was always pretty small, and we knew that we wanted to branch out into something else, and so we chose Quake Live. I had played Quake Live mostly just casually, but then also competitively Capture the Flag, like way back in the day. I've been playing FPS since Quake 1. But I kind of dropped off the Quake 3 scene pretty much right around the time that it got amazing, mostly due to college. And because I decided I actually wanted to pass college. Because I almost didn't because of games like Quake. And so, yeah, just with Quake Wars, that led into Quake Live TV, and actually we're getting ready to launch Brink TV, which is going to be another endeavor by the Quake Live TV crew. So Brink should be out May 10th. You can head over to thebrink.tv, that's the site we're setting up, and join our Steam community. That's Steam community name Brink TV. Just check us out. There's also a Brink TV, or a Brink France, which I want to get in touch with, because they were nice enough to kind of post some info about our launch event. But I'll talk about that a little bit later. I literally don't have time to play anymore. I'm currently developing 3 different websites, and that's outside of my full-time job. So, if I wasn't broadcasting, I would be playing though. But any playing I do, I just kind of do on a Smurf account for fun. That being said, we're still scoreless here on Troubled Waters. 0-4, holding it down, hitting 2, make it 3. Well, at that point it didn't even need to be a great rocket, but 2 great rockets from 0-4 will put down the carrier. Of course, the trouble with Troubled Waters is that the offense almost never has any armor unless they've been lucky enough to A, grab the red armor, B, get out of there unscathed, and C, get through the mega sewers unscathed. So it's pretty rare for the offense to have any armor, let alone health, beyond the starting value. Clock dodging plasma, looking for an exit. 16 health, and he'll just go down on the platform. So yeah, we're still looking for that moment where the flag gets loose and we actually see some diving across the center. That's kind of the typical run-of-the-mill for Troubled Waters. It's a commonly low-scoring map, simply because it is so defensive heavy. You give all of your resources to the defense. Now, one way to kind of break that is to just constantly lay on pressure. The problem, though, is that if we go out to the center, which I'm actually going to turn off flag following here. There we go. And I want to go out to the center. We're just going to find whoever's railing. It's probably going to be Jones. Yep, there it is. Jones for the blue team, and it's going to probably be maybe Deus for Bloodface. But essentially, there can be so much damage output in this center that it's basically just a fortunate thing for the offense to even get to the other team's base. Rafa does have the red flag. We're going to follow that in just a second so he can get off the platform. He does make the successful jump out, and he's got a little bit of health, but he cannot survive a rail. That being said, though, it looks like we got Clock sitting point blank with the railgun at the ready at the red launch pad. So Rafa will bring this thing home, even though he had paltry health and the critical rail does not connect. We won't see any amazing QuakeCon-esque saves a la Waz in that fateful moment against Fnatic, but in QuakeCon 2010. But that being said, we do finally have a score. And it looks like Cloud9 is in the driver's seat for Troubled Waters for the moment. Now, the dynamic changes pretty drastically whenever you have one team take any sort of lead on this map. And especially, I would even say, a 1-0 lead. Because there's this sort of tacit understanding that the other team hasn't scored yet. They have not figured out how to break the defense of the other team. And until they figure that out, the extra cap gives so much sort of mental leeway. Simply because, as I said, this is such a defensive-heavy map. When you can basically take your 2 guys on offense and maybe only send 1 guy in after the flag, then it becomes even more defensive and that much more locked down. And so the advantage really becomes ridiculously strong for the leader. Rafa gonna rocket jump out. Nothing connects with him, so he has his full 39 points of health as he makes when he made his rocket smash, and he's through. And wow, this is gonna be cap number 2. Very quick turnaround here for Cloud9. Rafa getting both caps so far. Lifting a couple rails, but won't need to hit the final. He's gonna kill himself in the center, hand off his weapons. I was going to say, you can collect the goodies in the center. That's a very nice drop. Let's follow Deuce here for a second. 43%. I really wish we could take a look and see how much damage has been done, how many shots fired. Because I'm suspecting that this is pretty much the only weapon Davis is using for this entire map. So 43% is still pretty damn respectable. Yeah, he missed and his percentage didn't even change, so I think that kind of tips us off a little bit. I'm going to turn flag following back on, but I am going to keep follow killer off for a moment. And if Jones... Now see, I think that's kind of the fun thing, because usually you can sit here and watch Jones just have at it. But I think whenever you have a comparable railgunner sitting in the center of the map, it makes things a lot more interesting, because you never have that streak that we'd love to see. There's Rafa again. Dace will get the defense with the plasma. Nice little chain up there at the end. Ooh, walking into a nade. That'll make his life a lot more miserable as he comes out to rail. And now he's starting to whiff some shots. 40%. And yeah, he didn't hit anything there. So let's head over to the blue team, see what they're putting together. Clock's going sewer. Jones in center. 55% accuracy. We're going to head back over to Clock in just a second. See his attack. See if he can coordinate this with Rafa pretty well. 13 seconds to that red mega. Clock's in. And oh my god, he's got tons of armor. Rafa's about to enter as well for a bit of a distraction. Clock is going to wait for him. Maybe Rafa got held up. Either way, Deuce now. Dave's going to try to get out. Let's see if he can make it. Got a bit of a distraction. Demon gets the return on the other carrier. So now it's all about Davis getting out. And he doesn't have a rocket, so he can't do a rocket jump out of the jump pad there. So he may go down here in the center. 20 health, 15 health as he loses 5 from falling. But we have ourselves finally a cap from Bloodface, 2-1. And as I said earlier, that sort of critical moment is just the realization that you can break the defenses, that you can get that cap. The question is, will you see a back-to-back cap by Bloodface, almost like we saw Cloud9 do, where Rafa was able to get nearly back-to-back caps.
Impressive. Excellent. Impressive. Flag returned.
This map should have a default 3-second respawn delay. Yeah, that actually might make it a bit more challenging, I would say. Ooh, Draven did not gulp air there. He's going to be losing his health and making a lot of noise as he comes up. Whoops, because he started out 100-100. Surprised we haven't seen Draven really try to time this mega, though. Something I kind of expect out of him. Uh-oh, yeah, down he'll go. 0-4 still holding down the base for Cloud9. Watson Jones, he's falling back from center. Still rocking the railgun though. 34 impressive, ladies and gentlemen.
Red flag returned.
Rafa's going to try to take off as much health and armor of that red armor, as much armor of the red armor. Of course, he took it all off because he killed the guy, but yeah, very nice protection of that red by Rafa. We've got ourselves less than 7 minutes. Plenty of time for Bloodface to tie this thing up. Ooh, and I like Clock's choice of route there. And an immediate hit off of the red armor. Let's go take a look at Demon. I want to see how stacked he is after that. Yeah, only 47 armor, so he's actually really weak. Comparatively, and wow, if he pops up again and gets railed, he's in deep shit. This armor not coming up for another 3 seconds. We might see a very quick pressure. Yeah, there it is. Draven's come back, or maybe a respawn from rocket launcher. Either way, yeah, he's still relatively weak here because he doesn't have his mega, but that hasn't been stolen. Again, both teams not really keeping tabs on the other's mega, and that's kind of a shame. I mean, that. You know, of the few things that you can do on this map to attack, that's kind of one of the biggest ones, is to steal away that mega. Because the armor out front is certainly something you can steal on the way in. And, you know, the armor in the base is usually a gimme to the defense. But if you can also take that mega health away, that's, you know, almost 2/3 of the resources, if you will. And thank you, IRC, for helping out people with questions about binds. Thank you very much. Now, Demon has been able to restack here, so I think he's going to be sort of a brick wall for Cloud9 to butt their faces against. But that being said, you know, 9 doesn't have the pressure on them to get this second cap. I want to hop over to see what the red offense is putting together, because that's really where the action is. Gurpa needing to take a breath. Probably going to get shot in the ass here. Let's see. Yeah, I hear the doors. There it is. And down he goes. So, tidily defended. We got Draven, though, going for the flag. Here we go. And his second rocket is perfect. Draven gets nailed in the crotch by a rocket from below, and he will be put down. Let's see if Draven can do it again. Needing to make up that cap, and now that the clock is really starting to play against them, with only about 3.5 minutes left to play. Now see here, I like the fact that Draven's trying to join Gurpa and be a distraction, and it might pay off. No, Gurpa fails the jump, but the mega health is up on that blue side, and it's not being taken. So Rafa might get away here scot-free. Let's see. Flag carrier against flag carrier. Rafa wins, has to go popping back out with 11 health. And he will go down in the drink, but... Ooh, we actually have a flag pick up by Jones, diving in, and picks up the red armor just in time to survive the rail. And he's got help from his friends. The flag is still in play, 0-4 now, coming out from the base. Gonna try to bring it home, and he's been fragged, but the flag is still in play. It's been picked up this time by Jones, and this time he will bring it home. There we go. And 3-1, excuse me, 3-1, and that might be it. For this map. It's extremely hard to get these 2 caps back, and at this point Cloud9 can just sit back on Cloud9 and play defense for the remaining 2.5 minutes.
Impressive.
43 impressives for Jones at the moment. That nets him at 55% accuracy. Let's go take a look at the flag run here by Draven. It's going to be shut down. I'm going to keep trying to see who's playing O here. But I do believe that Bloodface will be 2 mapped out of this final CTF Spring Series. Once again, this is just the end of the series, guys. We have a kind of a grand finale happening next week. So, you know, don't be mistaken by, or I guess, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what I want to say, but we got more action next week. That's what I mean to say. It's just technically this Spring Series will be at its finale. There we go. That'll work. That's a good way to say it. And oh, I hear someone from the water. Gerpa hears them too. And uh-oh, stole your shit. And Rafa just totally destroyed Gerpa. Gerpa spawns behind him. Doesn't have a weapon to speak of. Will die a very fiery death. Rafa now looking for an exit. And there it is, Clock trying to hold down the center. Rafa still not railable. Oh, but that'll make him definitely railable. Medikit. And still, yeah, Rafa just had a thorn in his ass that entire time. Very nice collection by Bloodface to keep that flag home. That being said, 30 seconds. I think we can safely say Cloud9 is taking this one. Let's take a look at 6 deaths for 0-4, 8 deaths for Demon. But those 2 deaths may have made all the difference between these 2 defenders, as of course the 2 cap difference. Very solid runs. I believe Rafa was the guy to take home the most caps. And we had a nice little hot potato action for the final one. So that'll wrap up this first matchup. It looks like Cloud9 will take it. We got a slasher on here. This is more of a whatever this is. Really don't know what to say about these particular rosters, but yeah, this is sort of a pickup, but like the weird thing is, like they're actually essentially playing a portion of who they're going to be playing in just a few seconds. So that's weird. That's not normal. Oh, about the cooler vid, I just basically said that that's a video that should have been, that's been due for him for his entire career, which has been many, many years long. So, alright, we're going to do this. We're going to say that the red team is OMG-ish, and the blue team is EG-ish. And I didn't forget about it. I'm just trying to do 8 billion things. Yeah, okay, so there's a Bring TV Cup that we're actually hosting on May 18th. And I guess might as well shoutcast this, right? I mean, what the fuck? It's, you know, even if it is a pickup, it'll be fun. It's Quake Live. It's CTF. It's actually, unfortunately, an unclose game, 4-0. But hell, we'll talk about Brink at a later date. But anyway, so the rosters are going to be Mr. Green, Sparks, Icelore, and All Mental on the red team. And they are coming in for OMG-ish. But then over on EG-ish, we've got IDWN, Eisencruz, and The Hang. Nice rocket jump by The Hang, but he didn't have any help until the last second, so down he goes. That being said, he doesn't really have to bring the flag home because they're up by 4 with just a handful of minutes left. In fact, I think this kind of warrants that we should go over to the other game. I don't know. We'll wait for this to expire another 2 minutes. Nice dodging by Mental. There's just like another minute and a half in this one, so we're gonna go ahead and watch the rest of it, but see if anything amazing happens. No other games are up. Oh, I thought that the Cloud9 one was gonna go off straight away. I guess not. The Hang trying to be sneaky. Let's see if it pays off. Down he goes. Nope. Yeah, I mean, like when this map was added to the pool, I was excited because I have some really fond memories of playing this map. But I kind of agree from a spectator point of view. It's kind of meh. I think also part of it is that it's played so differently from the Orange Smoothie days to the the current Quake Live days. It just doesn't quite feel the same with the movement speed being what it is, and it's not terrible, but it just feels slow, I guess. So we're going to wrap this one up. EG-ish will take it over OMG-ish. We're going to head off to see if there's another match stage set up. Alrighty.
Who wins? Passed.
Okay, never mind. This is the actual other semifinal. This isn't just I mean, it almost seems like pickups. All right, well, whatever. I'm still gonna keep the team names what they are now because these are not in any way the usual rosters for these teams. So it's all good. Well, this actually should be, well, it'll actually be worse, because this is EG's best map. I imagine EG-ish will still do pretty well here, too. But we'll cover this, it's all good times. Oh, you know what? I just remembered that I did not start the on 3D TV recording. I'm gonna go do that right now. When I switch streams, I'm gonna do that real quick.
Red flag returned.
Huh, that does look a little bit washed out. It looks different than what showed up in my preview. I wonder if I can fix that just a little bit. It's all good. UFX is Ultimate Frag Extreme. It's the team sort of put together by CZN. Alright, so people want me to switch off of this and go watch the Cloud9 and was it Smile? We'll need a lot more people chiming in there. Because, you know, haters gonna hate. Then again, this might be capped to the cap limit really fast. We can just go watch the other game.
Regeneration.
Smile beat Team Random, which, shit, was that like Sean's team or something? I don't know.
Prepare your team.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch over.
3, 2, 1. You have the flag.
And we're in, and I'll switch the. We got a 1 cap lead by the blue team.
Blue flag returned. Defense.
Alrighty, and we are back in this. This is the other semifinals that people have said that they want to watch, so we give the people what they want around here. And we've got the roster shaping up as Fleischer, Brick, Waz, and Sean DeHoggy for Smile. And then, of course, on Cloud9, we saw them just moments ago, 0-4, Jones, Clock, and Rafa. And we've got a regen in play here. We're going to follow Waz for a second. He does not have armor as he traipses across the center of the map, so this lightning gun can put him down pretty quickly. He's trying to stay out of the range. Nice reworking of his pattern. I like that. And let's see if he can do some damage. He will pretty much get locked up for a second and probably die. Yeah, down he goes in the very short moment we saw him lag out. He got his ass kicked. So we are back to the drawing board here as far as that attack is concerned. Oh, Rafa botching a circle jump there, hitting a wall. Ooh, that... Yeah. I was going to say, not having a lightning gun in that situation, that kind of sucks. It's follow Rafa for a minute because he seems like he's been doing a pretty good job of running the flag and keeping the pressure on. So we'll see if we can keep it up.
Excellent.
Pretty rare thing to see, I would imagine, for Rafa to ever miss anything, but maybe he was like scratching his nose when he tried to make a first circle jump, who knows. At least that's what I'm gonna guess. Of course, I don't know, maybe that annoys the crap out of him. Maybe every time he hears or sees something like that, he's like, you know what? I'm human, I'm not perfect. Hello, regen. Sean's able to get away. And down goes Rafa. So, yeah, waiting out for about another 5 seconds. It's going to really burn off the regen. Oh, he doesn't even wait long enough. So he's going to trade potentially 100 health. If he gets railed off, it's going to be all for naught. Nope. Down he goes. Yeah, Jones just destroys his... pretty much just... plants his shaft right in his ass and just pulls the trigger. It was not pretty. Definitely needed lube on that one. And we got Waz trying to make an escape while everyone's back is turned. This is a really good timing. And he is through, but he's down. We got a grab by Rafa. Rocket jumping up. See if he can make the exit right into Plasma, right into Waz. And he puts Waz down, but he can't turn the corner. Brook's able to get him down, and the other carrier will go down as well. So a lot of pressure back and forth on Ironworks. I just realized that this is, wow, I just realized that this is the first time we've seen Ironworks tonight. That's kind of scary.
Red flag returned.
Trying to see who's kind of sitting up here. Rafa, of course, is Benno. Looks like Clock might be kind of a middleman. 50% rail at the moment. He got a little bit overexposed against Waz there. Went down pretty quick. Wow, Rafa's just barely able to steal regen, but not long enough. Waz has his number. And he's on the warpath. Clock trying to get away. And wow, he will get an ass full of rocket and a face full of LG. Down he goes. Beep beep, motherfucker! Raph is rolling through here, able to get their med kit. That's actually a pretty significant grab, as he also has the regen, although some of it's just been burned off with the rocket splash from his own damage. Medkit used. Medkit unnecessary because he's a corpse. Alright, so we're still looking at no real flag runs out to the center except for the one that Cloud9 got away at the opening of this matchup. So. Oh, Brick. See, yeah, look, Brick at this moment, he's like, if I could turn back time. Basically got the wonderful opportunity to do that twice. Waz this time's going to come in with the lightning gun and get it done. Fleischer, so lucky. Actually, we haven't seen Fleischer all night. I'll switch over to him in just a second. Oh, Sean. Not getting enough damage done here. Let's watch Fleischer for a moment. %42 rail at the moment. Rafa now with regen. Pretty heavy push here. got a lot of distraction, and they have cleared out. And that was a pretty decent push by Smile, but now, of course, Rafa gets to go on the offense. Key railgun shots coming in from above, so Rafa will be pretty weak as he enters this base, even with regen. So very solid middle work. Shutting... Oh, wow, leaving up the mega health. That kind of changes things a bit. And Clock, using that as a distraction, needs to get through one. See if he can do it. Hiding in the corner. Rafa can't quite get him down in time to get the assist. And we are back to flags returned. Someone just pummeled Brick. Very short grab here. Sean not going to get too much farther. Yeah, Smile really needs to put on the afterburners and get a cap because time is ticking into the future. Very early middle play for that regen. I don't know if I'd even call that a play for the regen. I think it's just two guys fighting in the center. But now we can say anyone caught here in the center is setting up for regen. Or freshly spawned, either way. Oh wow, Rafa forcing not only a medkit but also getting the kill. Burning through all 125 points of that health. Very solid there. And just in time for regen. Waz has it. Whoops. A little bit of a botched RJ by 0-4. Down he goes. He'll follow the regen. Waz very stacked. This is sort of the first textbook setup that we've seen as far as regens and flag runs go. 200, 100 for Waz as he makes his way across the center. Getting boosted by a teammate. And here he comes, and he's actually going in first. No one's going to be there to soak up damage. It's going to be all about him and his LG, and holy shitballs, that was solid. This could be the cap that these droids are looking for. We've got Waz getting taken down in the center, and the flag has been returned, but oh man, it looked pretty up into that point. Good coverage by 9 to flood the center and keep Waz packed in and locked down. So this time Clock's going to try his little escape. Oh, wow, Mega is up. Trying to fake out the defense, doesn't happen. So I'm going to try to focus almost exclusively on Smile because with 1 minute and 40 left to play, it's all about them getting this cap to tie us up. If they don't, then we, I believe, move on. No, actually, I guess no, we've got a second map. I'm not sure what it is. Forgot we switched games here. My brain's a little fried. Nice bait there, giving Rafa the kill. That was very nice. Alright, so it all comes down to this 1 minute. And the final regen will not... Ooh, actually, maybe it will go to Smile. Fleischer's able to kill off Rafa. But armor-wise, armor's just been taken, so Fleischer pretty much has to waste this regen. I think maybe he just got the call that, hey man, your shit's gone. We're going to follow, well, I was going to follow the other carrier, but looks like Cloud9 had other ideas. Rafa's on the way. Fleischer going to get the kill. 0-4 goes down, and he's got the yellow armor to work with. This is pretty critical. This is the cap they need. They need it right now. Fleischer going down in the center. The flag is out, and it's been picked up by Brick, who might be able to bring it home and get the game tying capture. Indeed he will. So with just 6 seconds left to go, we are ourselves a tie game. Smile is definitely smiling after that one. We hit a 3-second respawn delay. Sudden death, capture overtime. The way this works. Ooh, whoa, Brick. A little bit of 999 there. But the way this works, 3 seconds of overtime, of respawn delay rather, for every single person that dies, they have to wait 3 seconds before they can pop back into the game and respawn. Oh, very nice. That was such perfect timing to hit that key. That being said, as each successive minute passes, we will add 1 second of respawn delay. So at minute 1, we will have... Whoops, let me turn this shit off now. I forget what key it is that I have that turns that on. But anyway. Wow, Brick might be able to do it. Look at this. Forget the rules about the overtime because it is done. And it looks like Smile is grinning ear to ear as Cloud9 has just been taken down a notch. Alright, so we're going to head off to the second match, or excuse me, second map between these two teams. It's going to be Japanese Castles. You're listening to Grease Scotsman, that's me, and you're watching Quake Live TV. And we are about to get this second map of the semifinals underway.
3, 2, 1, fight.
And I just realized Effortless is on the server, that's cool. We are live, guys, in this second map of the semifinals between 9 and Smile. So, Alex is using the wrong button apparently to talk to people. 04 will probably die here. That said, Fleischer whiffed at least 2 decent rockets. Or rockets that should have been decent given the range and whatnot, but fighting up the stairs is quite difficult, to be honest. Rafa going to try to get out. 35 health, 20 health, 5 health, and he will go down in a blaze of glory. But it's time to set up for quad, so that's where Rafa's headed. And look at that, it is a quad. And Waz shows him how damaging a quad can be. Let's also just call out the fact that Waz has the opposing team's quad damage and is currently using it like a giant penis upside their heads and smacking them around with it. Can he get the job done here and completely shut down the Cloud9 team? This is a very solid setup here by Waz. Oh my god! Jones whiffs the rail and Waz walks into a rocket. Really? That's how we finished that run? Just by stepping into a rocket. It's almost a letdown. But that being said, all the frags beforehand were fantastic work. 04 having lots of armor up to apparently bait Fleischer into death. Now he's handing it off. That's what it is. They're spreading the love. Spreading the love indeed. And Rafa will go down as he tries to make his attack. Let's hop over to see who else is with him. So we got Jones and 04 in the box. We got Rafa and Clock pushing out. Clock's up high. And Rafa is with him. Ooh, Clock is actually keeping timing on that yellow armor. Very solid. Let's Rafa kind of go solo, but softens up. Harley Quinn, very nice. Did I even call out that roster change? I meant to, my bad. Nice drop in with the rail. Nice parry. It's going to be Waz again holding it down for Smile. Very solid play. Nice midair. So we got power up spawning just about now. Clock is not in position. Looks like he's going to be the pressure guy. I expect to see maybe... Ah, look at this. We got a double grab here. Fleischer with the Red's power up. And we also have Waz with Blue's power up. And they've taken them all back to the red base. Maybe to schedule a timing. Oh, the handoff. Ooh, look at this double power up. I like it. I'll go back for the armor. There you go. It's worth it. And now we've got a very stacked Waz stopping in the windowsill, getting all of his armor shaved off. But that's actually a really nice angle. Jesus, that was a great shot. And I want to hop back over if I can. Nope. It looks like Waz is dead.
Red flag return.
And Clock is out, but shut down. Rafa going to try to pick another exit. We got 0-4 taking the damage. But look at this. We've got everyone swarming the gardens, and Clock will come out. Holy shitballs. Waz again in the clutch spot, making sure that flag does not get captured. Fantastic work. And yes, I heard the same thing. Rafa saving his winnings for college. And I believe he is in his 20s. He basically took a break from school to play Quake, I think. And then he's going to go back once he's won all he cares to win. Heavy spammage, let's see if it amounts to anything. Not much there. 0-4 is quad. Rafa not able to get in on the flags. Let's watch the quad run by the 0-4. Got the other power up, but uncaptured at the moment. Looks like it's going to be Harley Quinn. Back over to 0-4. Okay, back over to 0-4. Back over to... Shit, Jesus Christ. And that all just turned into a massive clusterfuck where Harley Quinn basically comes out victorious with the other quad damage. So basically the time gets added to itself. I really want to watch this quad. Jones goes down. Harley Quinn on the way out. We know the other flag is in play. I'm going to hop over to it. It's Rafa getting shut down, but Clock is there to watch his back, and he has the flag. It's up, and it might be good, folks. There's enough to survive this railgun, and there it is. Clock will bring it home. I think that actually might have been a teammate trying to give him a boost. That being said, we have ourselves finally a score on the board. 1-0, Cloud9's favor. Ooh, that's really, really sad there. Effortless is saying that he probably won't be able to play for the CTF draft. Once again, guys, the CTF draft is something that's happening this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And so it's, you know, hopefully on early enough in the day where Europeans can tune in and check it out. Please tell your friends. But most importantly, this is North American CTF. At its finest, there was a series of, I think, how many captains? A shit ton of captains. And they went through a process last week of picking teams. And I'll bring up the rosters before the end of the night. Ooh, we're also almost missing a cap here. We got Rafa trying to get the way out. Fleischer needs to get the kill, and Rafa will finally go down. But ridiculous movement by Rafa. I love it. We're back to a little bit of a clusterfuck with no clear flag runs. That quad's been up for quite some time. Waz will collect, walk into a rocket, back into some health, but enter this with no armor. So once again, we're seeing Waz with both power-ups because it's Waz. That's what he does, apparently. And that armor is actually just about to spawn. Waz is mad at himself for whiffing all those shots, but he'll hit that one. That being said, he lost all of his health and armor doing it, so not a very great risk-reward moment for Waz. And we are now about to hit the 8-minute mark, so you know, plenty of time left for Smile to bring us back to the top. Clock basically takes everything in the red base, including the flag. Let's see if he can get past Waz. He just has an MG. Ah, he can get past Waz, but he will go down to the rocket in his face.
Blue flag returned.
Great rockets from 04. Here come the power-ups. Jones has himself a regen. Will help him out in defense. He might actually take it out. Let's see what he does. Indeed, he does.
Impressive.
Waz stopped short. A very
Regeneration.
Jerry Stiller. No, yeah, Jerry Stiller move.
Red flag.
Very nice.
Return.
Jones is just loving the fact that Harley gave him a moment to let that regen stack up. Otherwise, he would have been dead ages ago. Having both regens, of course, Jones can sort of laugh all the way to the bank. That being said, we got 3 players, it looks like. Hand off to Jones. Covering that flag room. Oh my god, the rockets are beautiful, though. And that was Harley Quinn getting it done. Fantastic prediction shots, getting that kill off before Jones could get out the window. So we are back to scoreless and flags returned, and we have passed the halfway mark in Japanese castles. Strategy-wise, one of the hardest things about this map is getting the flag out of the box. The box is this flag area we're about to see Clock run into right here. This is the box. You can guess why it's called that. But then the other sort of critical choke point is right outside these double doors. Right here, the opposing team will span that doorway, and 9 times out of 10 you got players just barrel-assing, trying to keep their speed up, and so they just jump straight out the door. Well, guess what? That's an easy shot. Not only can it hit you as you're flying through the air, because it's a pretty clear and I guess easy to guess position where you're going to come out from, but if you've got more than one person there, you get one guy to plant a rocket at where you're expecting the guy to come out the doors, another guy to plant a rocket where the other guy's going to land, where the flag carrier is going to land. So it's really easy to just put massive amounts of damage out on the flag carrier if they take that route. Rafa trying to get out, getting railed twice. Down he goes. He's got a little bit of help from Clock, but Clock is about to get his clock cleaned by 3 smiling guys. Nice rocket from Clock. Jesus, that was a good shot, but even though Brick goes down, he also returns the favor. Rafa now with a little bit of health. Not much armor. And he's certainly been spotted here. He's got to turn and fight Brick. Let's hop over to Rafa. Defends himself again, but not a third time. Back over to the... Oh, never mind. The other carrier's dead, so... Rafa picked up a nice excellent there, though. Kicking ass, taking names.
Blue flag returned.
Yeah, I miss CPM movement, to be honest.
You have the flag. Blue flag returned.
So we're starting to get into the area where Smile needs to worry a little bit about the clock. It's not a huge deal, but it will become one. 04 finally dies. We got Fleischer in with the flag. Pretty weak though. See if he can get away. We got Clock coming up. 04 gets the return kill. Let's go watch the power up. We got Clock coming out. Oh, trigger happy motherfucker.
Regeneration.
So basically, he's got to waste the quad to let the regen stack him up high enough so that he can actually survive some sort of push. That being said, it's all been shut down. Those 2 rockets were enough to completely shut down this push. Or at least that he won't be entering the flag room with anything more than his normal spawn health. So consider him a fresh spawn. He just spawned in the crappy spawn point, basically, guys, and got a rocket launcher somehow. Nice patience, waiting for Rafa to take the heat, but looks like the heat is still on here. Clock's finally going to kill off Harley, but you know, at what cost? 32 health. Rafa's going to be back in that amount of time. Nice stealing of the yellow armor, though. If we can get enough damage done here, yeah, there it is. Rafa can swoop in and try to make his way out, and he's just going to muscle on through. He's done enough damage to push that one rocket just far enough behind to survive it. Oh, but where is his teammate? Where is his teammate at that moment? Oh man, that's when you tell 04, get your ass out here, man. Oh, it looks like 04 is fighting in the flag room. We just saw him get a kill against Fleischer. So now we know. And we're not G.I. Joe, but knowing is half the battle. Clock's setting a trap. Not sprung. Very nice. Of course, he does have the flag, so we'll be a bit silly if he gets away with 28 health. Nope, down he goes. All right. 5 minutes, as the announcer man tells us. How did you know I was there? Flag.
Red flag returned.
Hello, quad damage. Someone's got balls. Let's go follow the power-ups here. Quad is expiring. Regen. 10 seconds left on it. Waz is muscling in. Still has a bit of armor. And oh, he's got help. Here we go. And right in the ass. Oh, that's twice. Regen will keep him alive, though. He's up. And he's caught. He's caught. He's picking his route. And he might be able to tie this thing up. Indeed, he will. Fantastic work. And with now 4 minutes remaining, we are tied up 1-1. Waz showing us that at every moment he is all about getting the clutch done, including those 2 rails. Fantastic, 49% railgun. And as we can see, that's how he's earning it. That's a nice clean rocket. No damage done. Finally damage done to him. And 04 still wins out, but let's see how weak he is. Yeah. Pretty weak there. Nice clean rocket by Waz. So if you can keep the pressure up, we should see a grab from the blue team in just a second. Waz, there it is. Doing just that. Rafa trying to make his way out, heading over to his point of view. And he's turned the corner. The critical corner. He's got to get past one guy. Down he goes. Rail has missed. So this is cap number 2 for Cloud9. Close one, but Rafa will take it. And look at this. No stop. He's going straight back out for O. Also going to pick up a bit of armor on the way. Ooh, maybe you're going back to help out the team. Let's see what he ends up doing here. Power-ups, that's what he wants.
Regeneration.
Here comes the other power-up. Rafa has regen. We're going to follow that for a second. And it's going to be quad. Waz's quad. Rafa with the flag. Waz is able to collect both one more time, but can he actually get something done with them? That's what matters. No, great rocket coming out from Clock, cutting that health and armor down to just a handful. Follow Waz for a few more seconds to back over the carrier. Alright, back over to the carrier. We got Rafa looking to make an exit. You know, that probably must seem frustrating for a lot of players to watch people like Rafa just walk right past 25 hells and things like that. A lot of times the greater consideration of taking that 25 health or whatever it is just the sheer interruption in movement. That sheer delay is enough to completely upset a certain timing or strategy or linking up with a teammate. So you'll oftentimes see players opting to skip. Oh, and Fleischer might get the answering cap here in order to get us back to a 2-2. And here we go. Fleischer dropping in. Of course, the flag is away. Rafa has it, but under pressure. 35 health, lots of pressure, 60 health. See how Fleischer's doing. Fleischer's a little bit better off, and he's been able to survive against clock. Back over to Rafa, and this is everything comes down to this. I'm going to follow Rafa because he has to survive. If he goes down and Smile caps, then we hit in overtime. 50 seconds. Regen's in Rafa's hand. Perfect time for that regen to show up. For once, you don't want it to be quad. And Rafa now sitting in his own base. Let's go see who got that quad. It's Fleischer, the flag carrier himself. So we won't be seeing it on O to try to corral Rafa. Rafa is just going to let it stack up another 30 seconds, and he will have won this. Looks like Brick now has the flag and is very weak. Oh my god. Down he goes, and so we will see potentially another cap here. Rafa not being hasty, letting his team make sure it's clear. And he gets the call, and there it is. Cap number 3. That will finish up this game. Cloud9's going to take it against Smile, but man, they put on one hell of a good show. And this sets us up for a Smile versus OMG showdown, I do believe.
Wins.
We're about to go live in 3, 2, and 1. We have Rafa out of the gate. We're going to follow him. Straight into the water, and should be able to kill Waz pretty easily here. Yep, down goes the red armor. So, that's out of play. We won't see it for another about 15 seconds. For those that are completely new to Quake Live, it's kill or be killed. But when it comes to capture the flag, it's really all about getting the enemy flag to your flag post. And your flag has to be there in order to score. On this map, you're going to see pretty much all the resources be given to the main base defense. And I'll switch over to who that is. For the red team, it's going to be Brick. So you can see he's got lots of armor and a bit of health. There's a mega health down here in the sewers. He's going to go get it. Thank you, Brick, for the demonstration. And but then out in the main base, there's armor here. And of course, we're going to just watch him collect everything. Armor here. All of that goes to the main base D, pretty much. It's pretty rare when that changes. Other than the red armor in the center of the map, the fact that the maps were symmetrical, you just saw all of the quote-unquote power-ups for this map. Essentially, the mega health and the red armor are the power-ups. That being said, the red armor is pretty much the only piece of equipment that the offense gets to use on any basis, because everything else goes to the defense. And look at this here. Sean will get away with all that armor. No medkit though. I guess, yeah, that's the other power-up I should talk about. Quote-unquote power-up. After getting stuff, I'm going to go back over. See if we can check out Sean's approach here. Did he put enough hurt on 0-4? Not really. Still stacked to the teeth, so... let's maybe start focusing on the center map. This is another area where typically you're going to see you put your best aimer out there, and you sit there with the railgun and just rail cross map. That's what we're going to see out of Jones. 59% rail at the moment. Trying to see if anything is kind of forming up. Doesn't really look like it. Although with Rafa Jones out in the center, if they're able to kind of take it over, that'll give Rafa the kind of freedom he needs to eventually go on offense. So maybe the plan right now is to have Rafa and Jones push to clear and maybe cross the bridge and really get in the face Smile, we'll see.
Impressive.
Alright, so the fact that Jones is not only soaking up all this damage, but also dishing it out, he should be able to give Raph an opportunity to get in on the flag. Because he's done enough damage and caused enough hurt that, you know, Raph should have an opening. Since everything was focused on Jones there for a second. See if Fleischer can actually get across the center here. We see Waz taking out Jones with his own railgun shot.
Impressive.
And where's the offense from Smile, though? That's my question. Oh, was it Waz? Yeah. Okay. Just haven't seen him actually get the flag, so kind of iffy. Wow, Waz really is off timing for this red. That being said, two of his teammates have just pushed pretty heavily. Waz has been spotted. Bit of that armor has been shaved off. Raph are going to try to get away with the flag. This is the first bona fide flag touch we've seen in a while. Medkit used, and it was enough to keep him alive. So here we go across the center. And the timing is perfect. He dodged that one rocket. And oh my god, untouched in the center. They didn't have a railgun in their hands. And Rafa is about to score and bring us 1-0 on Troubled Waters. As we pass the 5-minute and about 49-second mark that cap happened.
Impressive. 2 frags in 2 seconds. Excellent. Impressive.
Raph is about to try again. Wow, he's pretty quick here. I'm gonna head back over to him.
Red flag.
Waz, rather. Excuse me.
Defense. Defense.
Flag is out in the center. Oh, not going to be grabbed. Almost a little bit of diving action, but Clock's able to get the return. So that's kind of the closest thing we've seen to a cap from Smile. They're going to have to put together something a little bit more meaty. Otherwise, Cloud9 is about to float off into the finals. Here it is, Waz walking into a pair of rockets, 0-4 coming out and dishing out the damage. So that run is done. Again, let me switch over to 0-4. I'm going to turn off follow killer, follow pickup. I'm going to see what kind of pressure Smile's putting on him, because it doesn't really seem to be enough at all. 0-4 currently has only 3 deaths to his name, while Brick only has 1. But of course that 1 really counts, as 9 is currently up by a single cap. 0-4 on holiday here. This is part of the problem. No pressure at all. Wow, still no pressure. Ah, but there you go. Nice little distraction. That might be all that's needed. Head over to that other carrier. It's Brick getting railed. Dropping it. Oh, it's going to be a double rail and making that possible. Oh, if Brick had not switched up his route, he may have gotten that thing home safely. Yes, I'm pretty damn tired, actually. And I've also been doing this for a couple of hours, so I don't know. Had a pretty busy day. How do I put this? We just decided to start telling people, so I suppose I can just tell the random people that are actually listening to the stream. I'm gonna maybe have to change my name from Grey Scotsman to Daddy Scotsman at some point. So yeah, that's in the works. So yeah, I've been busy. And Clark's gonna see if he can make his way out. Nice, using med kit, keeping him alive long enough to get past Sean. Can't get past the rails in the center though. This is where his team's gonna have to help him out. He's picking routes. He goes underneath. He does have a little bit of health, and the flag will be returned. But there's a lot of people out of position here. Brick darting back, looking for armor that won't be coming up for another 5 seconds. There might be enough time to get pressure in on him. Let's see, I'm hearing some sort of fight taking place. Yes, there is someone up here. Rafa dropping in and getting railed off, and Brick will be safe at last, as he's dealt the damage that needed to get done. But, that being said, we are past the halfway point. Smile is down a cap, and Brick just lost absolutely motherfucking everything and won't have access to any of his power-ups for another 10 seconds. This is a huge opportunity for 9 to extend the score, because Brick is very weak here. Waz making a successful jump out, 72 health, now enough to survive one rail. The first rocket misses, and he's through. He is through 17 health. The railgun shot hits, but he gets stuck on, I think he got Goomba'd, but behind him, Brick gets the kill, and Waz this time is going to drop in and get the cap to tie us up halfway in. Very nice. Very nice play. So yeah, you know, almost taking that weakness and turning it into a strength. Brick very low on health and armor there. Rafa presses in, gets killed off, and that opens up an opportunity for Waz to exploit the fact that in the back and forth, a lot of people were out of position. Let's see if we have a setup for anything else. That we got someone camping the red mega health. Fleischer's about to press in. He should have timing on it, but it's going to be Rafa enjoying the fruits of his labor. And he's jumped over all the critical rockets and just kind of ended Brick's life in a very terse manner. This is, wow, look at this though. Fleischer and Brick from spawn laying out the damage. 22 impresses for Fleischer. Let's watch him for a second. 47% accuracy with that railgun. Switch over to Jones. Jones, 64% railgun accuracy right now, halfway into this matchup. And yes, Brick probably did get railed 3 times by Jones. It's been pretty ridiculous, that guy. Clock is dead.
Impressive. Impressive. Excellent.
still waiting for a flag touch here, folks. We do have ourselves a nice tie game. Fleischer, though, is kind of poised to do something pretty naughty here. He only has a railgun, so he won't be able to pick some of his favorite fights, if you will. This could be a little bit of a problem. Let's head back over. Uh-oh, Vid Blaster just died. Let me get that set up, guys. Sorry, the sound's going to go out on the VOD for a second. Let me get that working. Again. Oop, let me get Quake Live back up. Alright, Vid Blaster. Huh, Vid Blaster isn't dying. Come on. Alright. Kill you from here. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die. There we go. Alright, so let me get Vid Blaster back up. And then transition on and start streaming. Alright. Alright, we're back up, guys. Vid Blaster took a little bit of a crap on itself. We're still tied up 1-1. We've got about 4 minutes left. Brick's just chilling. Oh, I've lost my keyboard. Damn you, Quake Live. Damn you. It's all good. Let's use the old mouse controls. It'll be like Quake 3 vanilla. Alright, I want to go watch Rafa. Click, click. Oh, shit. Oh. Wait a minute. Hang on, I don't have any controls. God damn. Really, Quake Live? Alright, I guess we're watching Brick for the remainder. Shit. Thank God we got follow power up enabled. Not that, you know, I don't want to watch Brick, but... Really? I've never seen Quake Live, like, steal my mouse, too. What the fuck? Let me get this sorted out real quick. This is bad.
Impressive.
That is weird, man. Oh, there we go. Got my mouse back, at least. And I got the keyboard. There we go. We're back. Alright.
Impressive.
And Rafa. Ooh, dodging the critical rocket. Actually, I should maybe say the rocket missed. Maybe more appropriate. But the shotgun from Waz. 2 perfect buckshots to take Rafa down. So, here's crunch time. We have ourselves less than 3 minutes to go. More importantly, it is tied. And most importantly, this map, when you start to factor in a respawn delay, becomes a fuckload harder because it only takes so few seconds to cap from start to finish, especially if you're doing torch jumps or if you do a rocket jump across the center. So I think we're going to see both teams really wanting to finish it out right now. So we might see one big play in the next 2 minutes that kind of pulls out all the stops. I would love to see maybe a 4-man push just for the fun of it. You know, the old pubber days. We basically go, let's go! You know, kind of tally-ho and it's off into the sunset. You just send everyone on your team. Actually, we shouldn't see that here. That would be kind of crazy, but it would be fun to see. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'd feel all nostalgic.
Impressive.
Let's go watch Jones for a second. 62% railgun accuracy at the moment. 47 impressives. Fleischer has his number. Very nice. Alright. Alright, so it is more than crunch time now. 0-4 with medkit. We can watch the offense, though. That's what I want to see is happening. We got... Ooh, Waz is actually back in his own base. Armorless. And here it is. The 1-minute warning has sounded. Waz moving across the center with only 4 health. Will die a very painful death to Jones' railgun, but Sean returns the favor. As Bentley, oh my god, oh, fake Bentley, says the pressure is on.
Impressive. Impressive.
Alright, 20 seconds and we enter overtime. Nice snake kill from Rafa. Whoops. Hello, armor. I don't know. Rafa might be throwing something together at just the right time because look at this. He's got the armor. He doesn't have the weapons. That's kind of the critical piece of info. Without a rocket launcher, he's going to be kind of stuck. Go back over to Rafa as he's making this push. Oh, he stole the mega. Holy shit balls. This is really big. Brick is on his way out. He's got enough to do a rocket smash. This might be it, though. And Rafa does have the other flag, but he just got nailed in the face with a beautiful rocket. I'm going to check out the other carrier real quickly. It's Brick, and he is home. He is ready to cap. So it's all about Rafa and his ability to survive. Very, very cautious here. He knows that the base is not safe. Base is not safe, and he's entering in. Can he survive this? He's going to gobble up every last bit of armor. Yeah, but no rockets to his name. He has the weapon, but no armor. I mean, no armor. No ammo. Excuse me. But look at this. Beautiful work by 0-4 to clear the path. And now we see a standoff that may be quite epic and quite long because I don't think either team's going to try to take any major risks. But here's the thing. Every single person that dies, as of 1 second more, they now wait 4 seconds to pop back into the game. Rafa is able to stack up. So take a look at Brick. Brick also stacked up. So the standoff will eventually come to an end simply because no one will be alive on the other team in order to protect the carrier.
Defense. Impressive.
Rafa defending himself well. Brick looks like he hasn't really been under a whole lot of pressure. He's just chilling. And the old, clearly no one will ever find me in this spot. Grenade launcher spawn. I guess grenade ammo spawn, whatever. Whatever it is. Wow, Rafa's playing this a little bit forward. You know, one errant rail and he's lost half of his armor. There it is. Half the armor goes bye-bye. Button Mega Health is there to give him some salvation and breathing room. Down goes Sean. Again, guys, every successive minute that passes, we will see a further respawn delay. Over to Brick. Looks like he finally encountered a little bit of pressure. Able to collect his mega health and a handful of armor. So yeah, you know, they're actually... Oh wow, Brick getting railed off here. Gets half of that back from armor.
Defense.
Nice self-defense by Brick. 6-second respawn delay, folks. That is an eternity in Capture the Flag, especially in troubled waters. Everyone that dies... They're down and out. In basically the time it takes you to cap from nearly start to finish. If you do everything right, then in rocket jump across the center, it takes like 10 seconds. Realistically speaking. You can of course speed cap, but I don't expect that to happen here. Yeah, this is a really interesting play here to make sure that Rafa's damage isn't lost by just sticking him in the flag room. That said, I would love to see maybe a little bit of a waterworks route. 7-second respawn delay. Ooh, they're sending 3 after brick. This could be pretty scary. Yeah, they all die, as Effortless is pointing out. Rafa basically dies, yeah. This is a gamble. One rail, but it's before the Mega Health pickup, so that's been replenished. Another rail, though, unanswered damage. Ooh, and here's the pincer move. Jones coming from the water. Let's see if it all works out. Another rail and brick. Spamming away rockets is really weak here. And won't have Mega to work with, and only has 1 armor. And this is it. So for another 10 seconds, he's really vulnerable. This is enormous. And you can see now, just now, his teammates are respawning and getting back into it. 3, 2, and 1. He will have his Mega Health, but now his teammates have an 8-second respawn delay, as does Cloud9. So every death will count in a massive way. Let's go find Rafa, still sitting pretty in the center. So far the gamble did not pay off, but it was a nice display. Oh my god, looks like we fucking missed that kill on Rafa. Wow, that was pretty quick. We got Jones trying to save the day here. 61 impressive, but he doesn't hit the one that really matters, and down he goes! We will see a cap. It is going to be the red team. It's going to be Smile knocking out Cloud9. And we will indeed have an EG versus Smile finals, assuming that EG won that other matchup that we saw earlier. Brackets haven't been updated, so very nice game, great overtime, 2-1.